Okay, folks, Dave Wiley for Garage Talk down here in the pits at Gresham Motorsports Park. I'm joined today by the driver of the number 16 Ford Fusion for Roush Fenway Racing, and, of course, that's Greg Biffle. Greg, thanks for appearing with us today.
Well, thanks for having me.
You were at Dover this weekend, and I know that you've driven well. You've won there before. Tell us what makes Dover, why do they call it the Monster Mile?
Well, I'll tell you what, if you've ever raced there, you'd know why they call it the Monster Mile. That place is really tough racetrack. The straightaways are banked so much, and it's all concrete, very unforgiving racetrack. You know, you get out of shape a little bit, you'll pay the price because you'll be in the inside wall. It's so hard to drive that racetrack, and you got to be on the wheel, and every lap is like qualifying at the Monster Mile. And then you put other cars on the racetrack, you got to race around. It's very tough. And, there in Darlington and Bristol are really, three of the toughest places we race at.
I got you. Well, you've been successful. You were successful in the Truck Series. You were successful in the Nationwide Series. You've been very successful in the Cup Series since you've been there. And tell us what the other series did for you as far as preparing you to get into the Cup cars.
Well, I mean, I got a priceless amount of experience racing the Camping World Truck Series and the Nationwide Series. And, it just, you learn the racetracks, you learn pit stops, you learn car control, you learn, what it's like to go to a new place every time. And those things are very valuable as you move up through the divisions. And they became very valuable for me when I got to the Sprint Cup Series. But still, anytime you make that jump to the next series, you're never ready. I don't care how much how long you've been in the Nationwide Series or late models and moving to a different series. It's still such a big step for you. I went to the Truck Series and I couldn't imagine how different it was. Then I went to the Nationwide Series and it was like, I couldn't believe the competition level and how different it was. And then, so I had an idea what it was going to be like going to the Sprint Cup Series, and I sure didn't. But those series prepare you. I couldn't imagine going, skipping either one of those with the experience I gained from them.
I got you. Well, you've been very successful in the Cup Series, but you didn't win last year. You've had 8 top 10s this year. What's missing to just keep you that little bit to keep you from the winner's circle?
Well, I mean, it's our whole organization. It's Roush Fenway as a whole, and that's why we're here at Gresham Motorsports Park is, just trying things. What are we missing? Why is our car not turning as good? Why does it not have as good a grip up off the corner? And those are the things we're here working on. We're trying to be better. We're trying to get better. We're winless as an organization other than Matt almost, year and a half ago at Daytona in California. So, we're really working hard towards getting our cars better, and that's going to take testing and a lot of hard work.
What do you think about this place, Gresham Motorsports Park?
I really like it. I've never been here before. This is my first time, and I guarantee it's not going to be our last. I feel like the first thing I told the guys when I came in after my first run is I really feel like we could learn something here with the pavement, with how smooth it is, with it not just dropping down into the corner. We can really kind of dissect the corner, I think, and figure out what'll make a car better or worse, and the data seems to be translating fairly well. So I think this is going to be a place where we might come once a month, or our team itself may come once a month. We may come every couple months when we can, and then try and learn things.
I got you. Well, listen, tell us a little bit about your foundation you have with your wife. It's basically an animal for animal rights, and to try to make sure that they're treated well, and then the neutering and spaying clinics. Tell us a little bit about the foundation.
Well, we started the foundation in 2005, and we've helped a number of groups, especially across Georgia. No-kill animal shelters and rescue groups. We've helped place a lot of animals and provided financial support for a lot of those groups. And, we try and encourage people, their next pet, to think about going and adopting an animal. There's lots of good pets out there that need homes, whether people have moved into an apartment or their lifestyles changed where they can't have their animal anymore. So there's lots of opportunities, animals that need good homes, and we encourage people to do that. And we also encourage people to spay and neuter their pet because it's difficult. We're trying to place animals in rescue, and when 9 times 9 times 9 are being born,
right,
it becomes a very difficult fight, and it becomes very costly. And, they put down a lot of animals a month, around all these counties. And it just seems, irresponsible on our part not to get our pets spayed and neutered so that doesn't happen.
I got you. Well, I appreciate that. I'm all for that as well. I have animals, and I tell you, they're great friends. But listen, thanks so much for spending a few minutes with us today on Garage Talk. We really appreciate it, and good luck down the road, my friend.
Thank you. We're just trying to get in the All-Star race and, 600 to move on. We think we got some good races coming up.
Sounds good. Dave Wiley down here in the pits with Greg Biffle.